Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AIMAN. I'm from Group 1. So today I'm going to talk about accidental drug related death. Okay, so this is our coding in the Google Colab. As we can see, for the first line of the coding, we declare the function of this coding. So for example, we declare the time, where we use the time to delay in the last line of the coding. And for the JSON is we use it for the data that we will send it to the ThinkSpot. So then for the second part of this coding is where we connect the Google Drive, where we already upload our data of the Excel of the death related cause of drug into our Google Drive, and then we connect this Google Colab to the Google Drive, and then we read the data from the Google Drive and we display it. Okay, then for the last part of coding is where the input for the ThinkSpot. So we got two type of input. So the top one is the manual one, and the bottom one is the auto one. Okay, let's talk about the top one. Okay, the top one is where we declare the data, or we already put the data and the exact number where we already collect it from the Excel. So as you can see, there's a type of drugs that they use, their race or ethnicity, and the place of their death, and it will send it to the ThinkSpot. And lastly, this is just for confirmation, where if the data is sent, it will print data sent successfully, such as this. And if the data did not connect, or the ThinkSpot didn't receive it, it will print failed to send data to ThinkSpot. Okay, and last line of the coding is where the auto part of the input, where the ThinkSpot will read the data from the Google Drive, from the Excel, row by row. So it will read age, row from age, then it will read the date, and will read also the geo and everything else. Okay, then it will send it to the ThinkSpot and will show it in real time. So lastly, this time slip, where we use it, so there's a delay because it shows a real time data. So if there's no delay, we couldn't see the data that good, because there's no delay, it's so fast. Okay, so this is our ThinkSpot. So as you can see, this part of ThinkSpot didn't move or didn't have that much of data, but this other four got data, because this is the manual part of the data, where we already declare the type of data, and such as the race, ethnicity, and everything. I'm sorry. And so let's me run the auto part of the coding. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so this doesn't have a confirmation, but if it's like this, it's meaning it's a reading is row by row. Okay, as you can see, this 4 is moving right now, because it reads real time data, where it's read row by row from the age, date. Okay, so let's talk on the right side of our ThinkSpot. So as we see, there's age and a date section, where these two data we show it in real time. As I said, it is because of the last line of the coding. So for the age, we could see that there's a lot of people that die in their 39, 43, 54, and so on. But the most people died in their 30s. Okay, how do I know it? Because I already took out the information from this coding. So as you can see, a lot of people died in the 36, 33, and 35. So if you combine, so most of people that die is in their 30s. Okay, so for the date, doesn't mean that much because it's only the date of the people that died. But I explain it furthermore in uh, later. Okay, so for this pie chart, it is the type of drug that people use. So where the most we could see is the fentanyl, and followed by the heroin and also cocaine and also benzodiazepine. Okay, so from this data, we could prevent the death of people by giving out by release the information to the public, such as do some poster or uh, show it on their social media, so that more people aware of what they took into their body. So if they see it, they will think that, oh, this is really dangerous, because a lot of people died because of fentanyl, heroin and cocaine. Then maybe this will be, they will know about it and will realize, and they will not take more. So we could prevent more death. Okay, so for this timetable series is for the race and their ethnicity and the cause of death. So I will talk about it later. This, but we can see there's a white, there's a black, and there's also Hispanic for the ethnicity and the cause of death. See, there's a cute cocaine, cute fentanyl. There's a lot of cause of death. Then for the death location, we could see there's a lot of people that died in their residence, hospital, other places, and the city is New Haven, New London, Hartford, and we also have their resident city Joe, where if you put it in the Google, it will show the real time data or real place. Okay, so from this data, I already convert it in a tabular graph, where we could see that the most, so this data will help us to identify which one is the highest place of the people that died because of the drug. So as we can see, the highest is their own residence or their residence. Then comes the hospital and also the other places. So other places is just when someone died under the bridge, on the bench, or inside a public toilet. Okay, so from this data, we could ask police or some family members to do some well check in that resident area that have a hotspot place that people died. So we uh, should go check at the resident city that has a lot of death. So let's go check where the most. So the most people died is in here, Waterbury and Hartford. So people, family members or police should do some well check at the residence in Hartford and Waterbury, so that maybe we could prevent some death caused of by the drug. Okay, then this donut chart or donut graph is from this one. So as you can see, the highest if white people with 7,951, and them the black people and also the black African. So as you can see, there's a lot others such as Chinese, Korean, or Asia India, but this white is dominant and also a little bit black because they are white races are the majority of that place because we took the data from USA. So that's why there's the Chinese or the other races is a little compared to the white races or the black, even the black races. Okay, then lastly, let's talk about the highest amount of death caused by a drug in a day. So this is correlate with this one, the date of the people that died. So as you can see, the highest amount of people that died is on the 27th of May 2021. So there's 12 people that died on that day. So this is maybe because of at that time there's a COVID struck us, and a lot of people don't have their job because they got fired, so on. So maybe because of that they stress, and by stress they want to relieve it, so they do some drinking, or they do drugs, so because they want to relieve the stress, but in the end it cause their own death. So let us not take drugs, even though it is challenging for us right now. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.